Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and welcome back to a new series I'm kind of doing this year, to the decks I used in the month of June. Today is July 5th, 2025, and I started this series this year where I've always kind of done the decks I got in the month, and now I'm doing, this year I started the decks I used in the month. So, may not all be the same, but I always use 2 tarot and oracle deck every week, and sometimes I'll do mediumship spreads or specific spreads, world event spread that I use different decks, but these are the decks I used that I chose for that week that are the 3 decks. So this is what I'm showing you guys today. So for week 1 in June, I decided to use the Joker Tarot. Let's see if we can get a little bit out. This is a Los Scarabeo deck. Pretty sure I got it in June. Nope, May. So I just did the decks I got in June this morning. Wait, was it on there? I don't know. Beginning of June into May is when I got this, somewhere in there. And I'm like, oh, this is a dark deck. And it was not as dark as I originally thought it would be. I really think it's cool. I love the Los Scarabeo is now doing these matte cardstocks that are thinner than their, and not as thick as their usual. And as I was sitting here going, well, I'm going to use this deck. What can I pair with this? And a deck that I don't really care for, didn't care for, basically left off the shelf. And it's funny because I keep it in the back of the shelf because I don't ever use it. And I know some of y'all are going to scream because, I'm sorry, it's 6:30 at night and I'm like ready to crash. Some of y'all really love this deck. I never could get on with it. But it is the Tarot of Sweet Twilight. Also a Los Scarabeo deck. This is a tuck box version. It shuffles nice. I didn't show you the other shuffle. But this one shuffles nice. I edged it in black because I thought the edges were, the borders were black, and they're not. They're blue. But everybody seems to know this deck. Everybody seems to love this deck to have it. I bought it because it basically was like, you need to buy me. And then I got it. And I think at the time I got it, especially this girl here, I had just got into a horrible fight and ended a 15-year friendship with a person and who looked a lot like this girl. She danced to the beat of her own drummer. She had purple hair. She had teal hair when we stopped speaking. This deck, she's a Sagittarius. This deck reminds me of her in every way, shape, or form. And I think for the longest, it left a bad taste in my mouth because we had already stopped being friends when this deck entered my life. And I'm like, why? Are you like taunting me, teasing me? What? I don't get it. But I've barely ever used this deck. It was sitting on the shelf in the back. And for some reason, when I went to go find out this deck, the Joker Tarot, it's a little thicker than I wanted, but it's nice. This deck yelled at me and said, I need to be paired with the Joker Tarot. And I'm like, okay. So then I decided to use the Cosmic Crossroads Oracle by Hay House. This came out in December of 2024. I've used the crap out of this deck since I got it. Love the backs. It's a beautiful shuffle here. Beautiful deck in every way, shape, or form. And my upside down, yep. Every way, shape, or form, this is gorgeous. Love it to pieces. I don't know why it's all twisted, turn around. It's stunning. And I love it to pieces. I paired it with quite a few things. And that's why I keep coming back to this deck, I think, because it pairs with everything. And dark decks, light decks, shadow decks, ancestry work decks, it pairs with everything. And I freaking love it to pieces. So I'm going to show you guys what this triple pairing looks like here. And yes, aesthetically, none of them match. But the messages I got were fan-flippin-tastic. So here we have the Six of Wands with Presence and, oh my god, the Six of Wands. This is my point of why these two decks went together. And then the Cosmic Crossroads goes with everything. But it's the Six of Wands and the Six of Wands. Like, come on. Both Los Scarabeo decks both had the same beginning. Oh, and I just said beginning. Oh my god. So Justice with the Ace of Swords. And there's a sword in this card. And then we have beginning. Yeah. Like, y'all see what I'm talking about, right? Like, this just goes together, regardless of how well they look together. So here we have the Lover's card with Eight of Pentacles and attachment. Wow. Attachment as a lover, attachment to your job, or this thing that you need to perfect. Interesting. And we have the Ace of Pentacles with expansion and the Fool. See, I'm just telling you. Yeah, they just go. They just go together. One more, because I have 3 more weeks. So we have the Five of Chalices with confusion, and the Nine of Pentacles. That's interesting that we have the Five of Chalices, which very much is a confusing card, right? It's you're not seeing. It's a depression card, pretty much. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles where you have everything. But maybe that's the facade that is confusing because you appear to have everything, yet you don't. Wow. So, yeah, this deck is just... These 3 decks together were fan-flipping-tastic together. And as you can tell, yeah, you would never think... I would never have thought to pair these 2 tarots together and then... paired it with my Crossroads Oracle. I'm like, oh my god, the messages were amazing. Amazing. So let's pull this out here. And this is not the last time we will see the Cosmic Crossroads in this month. I kept pulling it out. You'll see here in a second. So week 2 came around. And again, I intuitively usually pick my decks. Like, I'll sit here and I'm like, which one he wants to come out and play? And I will either immediately think of a deck, or a deck will just appear on the shelf. I'm telling you, they move around on the shelf according to my needs for that week. So I decided, because I hadn't used it, I got this Fairy Tale Tarot in October, November, December, somewhere in there. It's a U.S. Games. It was a long out-of-print deck that Paulina Faye, is it Paulina Faye? I'm sorry, Lisa Hunt brought back into production. Actually, Paulina Faye is the one I paired with this. Not Paulina Faye, but her deck. And I hadn't really used this. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to pair it with another deck and see how it goes. And again, went fantastic. And I'm just realizing, look how beautiful this deck is. It's gorgeous. Her artwork is stunning. Stunning. And I'm glad they brought it back in print. I'm glad it is on this soft matte cardstock of U.S. Games. So the tarot deck I paired with it is the Matchmaker's Tarot by Paulina Faye, also U.S. Games. I am sensing a theme here because my 2 tarot in the first week were Los Scarabeo, and my 2 tarot in this week are U.S. Games. So, again, we have this gorgeous, and I didn't shuffle. This one's a beautiful shuffle, actually. I don't think I could, and the other one shuffles as well. But it's a stunning deck also. And I'm like, yeah, these two are going to go well together. Very well together. Very, very well together. Stunning. It's beautiful. It's quiet. It's subtle. Both have, like, softer colors. And let me shuffle this one. I don't think I did for you. They're both like a soft matte, too. And the Matchmakers is more like the Hush Tarot size. So they both shuffle amazing. So then I decided to pair an indie deck. This is the Mystic Augur and Sage by Kelly Burton Oracle. I freaking love this deck. Because those other two were so soft. Look at that edging. Come on. I decided to pair this brighter deck with them. And wow. Wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. This deck has like a lot of cards for a Oracle deck. It has 5 suits. I think there's like 68 cards. It's so beautiful. I will purchase anything of hers. Stunning. So let's look at the 3 of them together here. And see how that works out. So I think the Mystic Augur and Sage brightened up the other 2. And so here we have the 9 of Cups, the Colony of Belief, and the 7 of Swords. Interesting. We have the Temperance, Self-Realization, and the Tower. Wow. 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 Look at this little guy. The Wise Old Man, or the Emperor, with Emerging Whole and the Fool. Let's see if I can get this over a little bit more. Okay. 2 of Pentacles with the Healer and the Page of Wands. Wow. Gorgeous. Anyway, one more. This one doesn't pair as well as the first one, but it matches better aesthetically. 3 of Wands, the Presence of Gaia, and 2 of Cups. Gorgeous. Anyway, that was week 2. And as you all know, because my job is crazy here the last few months, almost a year now, which is going on, it's crazy. I have been having burnout moments this year with Tarot and Oracle. And I'm just like, I need to go back to my roots, my ancestors. And so week 3 brought me back to the Rhythm and Soul Tarot. This is also in a new deck. And this deck is my youth. The good parts. It's gorgeous. It's gilded gold. It's not very good gilding, but the deck is still stunning. It's almost too hard to get my hands around, too big to get my hands around, but it does shuffle very nice. That's my bad. But I freaking love this deck. 2 pieces. Every part of this deck, I love. I love it. There's something about it that brings me peace and brings me back to center and home. And that's what this deck did for me in week 3. And I was just like, I love you, I love you, I love you. So the times I was just feeling at my worst, this was the week I needed this deck. And it was awesome. And I paired it with the new Urban Tarot. Not new to me, I mean, new to the world, but new to me. And this is a U.S. Games deck. So this is the first week we did not have matching tarots and publishing companies. Because the Rhythm and Soul is an Oracle, or is an indie. Huge cards. And they almost the same size, I think. Almost. So they matched in size pretty good. But I've talked about this deck so hard. I bought this as a one-off, like, it's been on my list forever. I just might as well bite the bullet and get it. It was like $16 when I bought it a couple weeks ago. And I have not hardly put this deck down. And it offset how I felt about the Rhythm and Soul Tarot. Like, they went so good together. This is a Thoth-based deck. I don't care. I don't read Thoth. It has come up with a mediumship reading very well. And then I decided to pair it again with the Cosmic Crossroad Oracle. Because, why not? Since we've already looked through that, let's just check the pairing out for these three decks. Because, let me tell you, they were great. Here. Really great. So we have Knight of Blues, which is Cups, Control, and the Hermit. Interesting. Excuse me. Five of Roots, which is Pentacles, Focus, and the Judgment. Interesting. We have the Ace of Blues, which is Cups. The Ace of Blues, Freedom, and the Moon card. Wow. Interesting. Well, is it all going to be Pentacles and Cups? Two of Roots with the Regret and the Hierophant. Interesting. Okay. I have the Nine of Axes, so the Nightmare card, that's Swords. Regret, oh, I didn't move Regret. Protection, and the Justice card. Wow. One more. Okay. Got the Death card, Delight, and the Prince of Swords. Interesting. These two, I think, go well. I just threw the Cosmic Crossroads in there just because I was like, I need a deck and I don't know what else to pull. I mean, in the week it did do its job, but I don't think I would pair this necessarily with the rest of these again. They were just, but the two tarot wound up pairing very beautifully together, which shocked me. Not that I won't pair the Oracle with other stuff again, because I will, because I love it to pieces. But this Rhythm and Soul Blue Tarot, I almost pulled it out again for week 4. But thought, I'm like, no. Let something else have a chance. And I pulled out, this one actually screamed at me. Every little thing you do is magic, Tarot. This one actually yelled at me and said, hey, you need to pull me off the shelf. And I'm like, okay. I'm here to serve you. It's Oracle size. It's a collage type deck. Everybody's seen this deck. It's so stinking beautiful. So this is week 4 of June. I love it to pieces. Nothing bad I can say about this deck. Nothing. It comes with the book, but it also has a huge full-size workbook that I also purchased. I have yet to dive into. Don't know why, considering I used this deck during a full week and didn't touch it. So, yeah. But that's part of my work brain going on. I just forget I got stuff sometimes. So that was that. And then I decided to pair the Galactic Star Tarot with it because I have not used this deck yet since I got it. couple months ago. It's a Hay House deck. I saw this on somebody's channel and was like, what deck is that? I've never seen that, and immediately bought it. Come to the big book. It shuffles. It's got that Hay House cardstock. This is actually a little thicker, so it doesn't shuffle as well. It will with time, I'm sure. I didn't even shuffle this one. I can't riffle shuffle this. I can't do that, so I have to waterfall this one like that. But this one, the Galactic Star Tarot, gorgeous backs, gorgeous fronts. It's just stunning. And I was like, I gotta pair this with it. I don't care if they match or not. I need them to go together. I need to use this deck in the month. And I did, and it was great. Really great. It really surprised me how well these decks went together. So beautiful. There's one main one in here. I keep getting like a pain above my eye. Really bad. This is the reason I bought this deck, this card right here. It says 8 of Cups, letting go, walking away, and then there's a welcome, basically a welcome to Roswell sign, and there's an alien spaceship landed on it. I love it. Love it. I didn't know about Roswell when I lived in New Mexico because I was young, but I would love to go back there now and check it out. But this deck is stunning in every way, shape, or form. It's beautiful. And I paired it because I wanted to give the Cosmic Crossroads a break. Paired it with the Wisdom of Hafiz. Now, I was like, what has light colors that I can get away with this with? It's gold gilding. It is a U.S. Games deck. That's my cat running around here. I'm sure everybody's seen this deck. I think this was A.G. Solon's very first deck, and I bought it, and I freaking love it to pieces. I've used the crap out of this deck in the years I've had it. He don't know what he's doing. He just ran over the camera again. I don't think you saw it, but this is a stunning deck. It's hard-hitting, powerful. That's covered in the box. Hard-hitting, and I just freaking love it to pieces. And I thought, what better... I mean, both of these other decks kind of have some pastels in them, so why not pair this with them? So I paired that with every little thing you do is magic, and he's standing on it, literally standing on the deck. He just bent it. I think he just bowed it a little. With the Galactic Star Tarot. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So you have the 5 of Cups, Befriend Pleasure, and the 6 of Swords. Interesting. We have the Apprentice of Swords. He's walking there. Embrace Stillness, and the Page of Wands. Interesting. Both seem very fiery, even though this is a sword card. The Emperor, Ask for Help, and the Lovers. Wow. The Emperor is the forever teacher, or the Hierophant. Both of them are to me. Oracle of Swords, the Offer Up Gratitude and Strength card. Interesting. 2 of Wands, Move Forward, and the 3 of Cups. Interesting. One more. This is it. Judgment, Engage Trust, and the 9 of Swords. Interesting. And I like the color matches here. Anyway, that's the decks, all of the decks that I used in the month of June. That were my weekly decks that I used for pretty much everyday pulls. I do a mediumship reading that I created in my first break, and then my lunch I pull cards for myself to see how the rest of my day is going to go, if there's any snags in the day, if something's going to happen, if somebody leaves or anything. And you know what? It's highly accurate. But that is all the decks I have. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good afternoon. Bye.